Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Have you ever walked into a room and noticed that the quietest person somehow holds the most respect? They are not arguing, not trying to dominate the conversation, and not rushing to prove themselves. Yet people pay attention when they finally speak. Why does that happen? Why does silence sometimes feel stronger than a loud voice? In today's world, many people believe power comes from talking more, reacting quickly and defending every opinion. Everyone wants to win arguments. Everyone wants to prove they are right. But constant talking rarely creates real strength. In fact, it often reveals insecurity. When someone feels the need to respond to everything, they show that their emotions are easily controlled by the environment around them. Stoic philosophy teaches the opposite path. The Stoics believe that true strength begins with self-mastery. That means controlling your reactions, controlling your words, and controlling the energy you give to the world. Epictetus once advised that a wise person should listen much more than they speak, because understanding grows through observation, not noise. Think about that carefully. When you talk constantly, you expose every thought and emotion. But when you remain calm and quiet, you gain something powerful. You gain awareness. Silence allows you to see people clearly. You notice their intentions, their emotions, and their behavior patterns. You begin to understand situations before reacting to them. This awareness gives you a huge advantage in life. Many conflicts begin because people react instantly. Someone says something disrespectful and the argument starts immediately. Someone misunderstands your actions and you rush to defend yourself. Someone criticizes you and you feel the need to prove them wrong. But each time you react without thinking, you give away your power. You allow someone else's words to control your emotional state. Stoic thinkers believed that this is one of the biggest mistakes a person can make. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily that you have power over your mind, not outside events. This simple idea contains a powerful lesson. You cannot control what people say. You cannot control their opinions or their behavior. But you can control how you respond. When you master silence, you reclaim your emotional strength. You stop feeding unnecessary drama. You stop wasting energy on arguments that bring no value to your life. Instead, you become calm, thoughtful, and mentally disciplined. People begin to see you differently. They see someone who cannot be easily provoked, someone who speaks with purpose instead of impulse, someone whose calm presence commands respect. Silence is not weakness. Silence is self-control. Silence is awareness. Silence is the discipline to remain steady while others lose control. In this video, you will learn 8 powerful Stoic lessons that explain why being silent makes you stronger. These lessons will show you how to protect your peace, strengthen your confidence, and develop emotional control in a noisy and chaotic world. By the end of this video, you will understand how silence can become one of the most powerful tools for personal strength and self-respect. But before we begin the first lesson, I want you to set the tone for your mindset today. Decide that you will protect your energy and stop reacting to everything around you. If you are ready to build this kind of inner strength, go to the comments right now and write this affirmation. My silence is my power. Number 1, silence gives you control over your emotions. The first reason silence makes you stronger is that it gives you control over your emotions. Most people react instantly when something irritates them. They argue, defend themselves, or try to prove someone wrong. In that moment, they believe they are protecting their pride, but what they are actually showing is emotional vulnerability. When someone can trigger your anger or frustration with just a few words, they gain control over your emotional state. The moment you react impulsively, you give away your power. Stoic philosophy strongly warns against this behavior. Seneca explained that uncontrolled anger often causes more damage than the situation that provoked it. When emotions take control, people say things they regret and make decisions they later wish they had avoided. Silence breaks this cycle. When you choose not to react immediately, you create a powerful space between the event and your response. Inside that space lies your freedom. Instead of reacting with anger, frustration, or ego, you allow yourself time to think clearly. This simple pause transforms your behavior. When someone says something that provokes you, do not answer instantly. Take a breath and allow the emotional wave to pass. This small moment of silence prevents you from reacting in a way that weakens your position. When you stay quiet, you can study the situation carefully. You notice tone, intention, and behavior patterns. Often you will realize that the comment was not worth your energy at all. To speak only when your words add value. Not every situation requires a response. Sometimes silence communicates strength far more clearly than a long explanation. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that the best response to negativity is refusing to become like the person who created it. When you remain calm while others lose control, you demonstrate emotional discipline. Over time, this discipline becomes your reputation. People recognize that you are not easily provoked. They see someone who stays composed under pressure. They respect someone who protects their peace instead of reacting to every challenge. This is the quiet strength of silence. It allows you to control your emotions instead of letting your emotions control you. Now, I want you to drop this affirmation in the comments right now. I control my emotions. Number 2, silence sharpens your awareness. The second reason silence makes you stronger is that it sharpens your awareness. When people talk constantly, they miss what is happening around them. Their attention is focused on expressing their opinions instead of understanding the situation. But when you remain silent and attentive, your mind becomes like a mirror. You begin to notice details that others overlook. You see body language, tone of voice, emotional shifts, and hidden intentions. This awareness becomes one of your greatest advantages. Stoic philosophy places great value on observation because wisdom begins with understanding reality clearly. Epictetus taught that a wise person studies situations before reacting to them. When you practice silence, you naturally start gathering more information about people and circumstances. Instead of rushing to judgment, you learn to watch and listen carefully. Train yourself to listen fully when someone speaks. Do not interrupt, and do not prepare your reply while they are talking. Focus on understanding their words and emotions completely. This habit reveals insights that fast reactions often hide. Observe behavior patterns. Silence gives you the chance to see how people act over time. You begin recognizing who is sincere, who is manipulative, and who truly respects you. Slow down your responses. When you take a moment to reflect before speaking, your answers become more thoughtful and intelligent. Marcus Aurelius believed that clarity of mind comes from observing life calmly instead of reacting impulsively. When your awareness grows stronger, your decisions also become wiser. You stop wasting energy on unnecessary conflicts because you see the bigger picture. This level of understanding gives you quiet confidence and mental strength. People may not immediately notice why you seem so composed, but they will feel the difference in your presence. Now, reinforce this mindset immediately. Number 3. Silence protects your energy. The third reason silence makes you stronger is that it protects your energy. Every conversation, argument, and emotional reaction consumes mental strength. Many people waste enormous amounts of energy explaining themselves, defending their opinions, or responding to negativity that does not truly deserve their attention. Over time, this constant reaction drains their focus and leaves them feeling mentally exhausted. Stoic philosophy teaches that your energy is one of your most valuable resources, and it should be spent carefully. Seneca warned that people suffer not because life is short, but because they waste so much of it on unnecessary things. The same idea applies to your mental and emotional energy. When you react to every criticism or comment, you give away your strength piece by piece. Silence helps you stop this loss. When you choose not to engage in pointless arguments, you keep your mind clear and your focus strong. Refuse to participate in conversations that only create negativity. If someone is trying to provoke you or drag you into drama, remain calm and limit your response. Silence often ends arguments faster than any clever reply. Prioritize meaningful discussions instead of endless debates. Speak when the conversation adds value to your life or helps build understanding. Protect your peace by stepping away from situations that repeatedly drain your energy. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that the mind becomes stronger when it refuses to be disturbed by things that do not truly matter. When you practice this discipline, you stop scattering your attention across countless distractions. Your focus becomes sharper, your mind becomes calmer, and your presence becomes more grounded. People notice that you do not waste your energy reacting to everything around you. Instead, you move with quiet control and clear purpose. I want you to drop this affirmation in the comments right now. I protect my energy. Number 4. Silence builds respect and authority. The fourth reason silence makes you stronger is that it builds respect and authority. People often believe that the person who talks the most controls the conversation, but the opposite is usually true. The person who speaks less and chooses their words carefully often carries more influence. When someone constantly explains themselves, argues, or tries to dominate every discussion, their words slowly lose impact. But when a person remains calm and speaks only when necessary, their voice gains weight and meaning. Stoic philosophy teaches that disciplined speech reflects a disciplined mind. Epictetus advised his students to let their actions and character speak louder than endless explanations. Think about the leaders and individuals you respect the most. They rarely waste words. They listen carefully, think deeply, and when they finally speak, people pay attention. Silence creates this effect because it shows confidence. You are not desperate to prove yourself or force others to accept your viewpoint. Instead, you allow your presence and behavior to demonstrate your strength. Speak only when your words add real value. Avoid filling silence with unnecessary conversation just to feel comfortable. Slow down your speech and think before responding. A thoughtful response carries far more influence than a rushed reaction. Let your actions represent your values instead of explaining them repeatedly. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that a person should waste no time arguing about what a good individual should be, and instead focus on becoming one. When you practice this mindset, your reputation begins to change. People start noticing that your words are deliberate and meaningful. They see someone who does not chase attention but naturally commands respect through calm behavior and steady presence. Number 5. Silence prevents you from saying what you might regret. The fifth reason silence makes you stronger is that it protects you from saying things that could damage your relationships, reputation, or peace of mind. Many of the biggest problems in life begin with a few careless words spoken in moments of anger, frustration, or pride. When emotions rise quickly, people often react without thinking. They say something harsh, reveal too much, or attack someone personally. In the heat of the moment, these words may feel justified, but once they are spoken, they cannot be taken back. Stoic philosophy strongly warns against impulsive speech. Seneca believed that controlling the tongue is one of the clearest signs of wisdom and maturity. A disciplined person understands that not every thought needs to be spoken aloud. Silence gives you the power to filter your reactions and choose your words carefully. Pause whenever you feel strong emotion rising. Anger, embarrassment, and frustration can push you to speak too quickly. Instead of reacting instantly, allow silence to slow the moment down. Ask yourself whether your response will improve the situation or simply make it worse. Many arguments continue only because both sides refuse to stop talking. Remember that calm silence often communicates more strength than emotional words. Epictetus taught that wise individuals learn to control their speech because unnecessary words often create unnecessary problems. When you practice this discipline, you protect your reputation and maintain control of every situation. People begin to see you as someone who remains thoughtful and composed even when emotions are high. Instead of reacting impulsively, you respond with clarity and maturity. This level of self-control strengthens your character and builds trust with those around you. Number 6. Silence makes others reveal themselves. The sixth reason silence makes you stronger is that it encourages others to reveal their true nature. When conversations are filled with constant talking, people often hide behind quick responses and rehearsed opinions. But when you remain quiet and attentive, something interesting begins to happen. People start filling the silence themselves. They talk more freely, share more details, and often expose their real intentions without realizing it. Silence creates psychological space. And many individuals feel uncomfortable with that space, so they rush to fill it with words. Stoic thinkers understood that observation is one of the greatest sources of wisdom. Epictetus taught that a wise person learns more by listening than by speaking. When you stay calm and allow others to talk, you gather valuable information about their character. You begin noticing whether someone speaks with honesty or exaggeration, whether they respect others or criticize them, and whether their actions match their words. Resist the urge to interrupt people while they speak. Let them finish their thoughts completely. Often they will continue revealing more than they intended. Pay attention to patterns in how people communicate. Do they complain constantly, blame others, or avoid responsibility? These patterns become clear when you listen carefully. Remain neutral and calm during conversations. When people feel they are not being judged immediately, they often express their genuine thoughts. Marcus Aurelius believed that understanding human nature helps you navigate life with wisdom and patience. Silence gives you the opportunity to gain that understanding. Over time, you develop sharper insight into who deserves your trust and who does not. This awareness protects you from manipulation and strengthens your decision-making. People may not realize why you seem so perceptive, but the truth is simple. You listen more than you speak, and that gives you a powerful advantage. Now, I want you to drop this affirmation in the comments right now. I listen and learn. Number 7. Silence strengthens your inner confidence. The seventh reason silence makes you stronger is that it builds deep inner confidence. Many people talk too much because they feel the need to prove their worth. They explain every decision, defend every criticism, and constantly try to convince others that they are right. But this behavior often reveals insecurity rather than strength. When someone is truly confident, they do not feel pressured to justify themselves to everyone around them. They understand their values, their intentions, and their direction in life. Stoic philosophy teaches that confidence should come from within, not from external approval. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that a person who lives according to reason and integrity does not need the constant validation of others. Silence becomes a powerful expression of that mindset. When you stop explaining yourself to everyone, you demonstrate that you trust your own judgment. Resist the urge to defend every criticism or misunderstanding. Not everyone deserves an explanation of your decisions. Stay calm when others question your choices. Confidence grows when you remain steady without needing to convince others immediately. Focus on living according to your principles instead of seeking approval. Epictetus taught that a strong person concentrates on their own character rather than worrying about how they appear to others. When you practice this discipline, something powerful happens inside you. Your sense of self-worth becomes stronger and more stable. You begin trusting your own decisions and values without depending on external praise. Over time, people notice this quiet confidence. They see someone who is calm, steady, and comfortable with themselves. That level of inner strength cannot be faked with loud words or constant explanations. It grows through silence, self-awareness, and discipline. Number 8. Silence helps you think with clarity. The 8th reason silence makes you stronger is that it creates the mental space needed for clear thinking. Modern life is filled with constant noise. Conversations, notifications, opinions, and endless information competing for your attention. When your mind is always surrounded by noise, it becomes difficult to think deeply or make wise decisions. Many people react quickly because they never give themselves time to reflect. They answer immediately, judge situations too fast, and often regret their choices later. Stoic philosophy teaches that wisdom requires reflection and calm thinking. Marcus Aurelius practiced daily moments of quiet reflection because he believed a disciplined mind must step away from noise in order to understand life clearly. Silence gives your mind the space it needs to process ideas, analyze situations, and see the bigger picture. Create moments of intentional quiet during your day. Step away from distractions, turn off unnecessary noise, and allow your mind to slow down. This simple habit improves clarity and focus. Reflect before making important decisions. Instead of rushing into answers, use silence to examine the situation from multiple angles. This reduces mistakes and strengthens your judgment. Practice thinking deeply rather than reacting quickly. Silence trains your mind to consider consequences and possibilities before taking action. Seneca believed that wisdom grows when a person spends time examining their thoughts and actions carefully. When you give your mind the gift of silence, your thinking becomes sharper and more deliberate. You begin responding to life with strategy instead of impulse. This clarity allows you to navigate challenges with calm intelligence rather than emotional confusion. Over time, people begin to notice that your decisions are thoughtful and balanced. They see someone who does not rush into chaos but moves forward with purpose and understanding. That is the quiet strength that silence creates. You have now learned the true power of silence and why it makes you stronger than words ever could. Silence is not emptiness. It is strength, strategy, and self-mastery. It allows you to control your emotions, sharpen your mind, protect your energy, and build an unshakable presence that commands respect naturally. When you stop reacting to every opinion, every insult, and every provocation, you reclaim your power. Stoic philosophy teaches that external events do not control your inner world. Only you decide how to respond. Every moment of quiet strengthens your confidence. Every pause before speaking reinforces your clarity, and every observation without immediate reaction builds your authority. Remember, real strength is earned through restraint, reflection, and intentional action, not through constant explanations, arguments, or seeking approval. Practice these lessons consistently. Watch how your calm presence changes how people perceive you, how your decisions become sharper, and how your life becomes more peaceful and controlled. Your words will carry weight when you choose to speak. Your energy will remain focused, and your mind will operate with clarity and precision. Now, commit to this path and internalize these principles. I want you to drop this affirmation in the comments. I am powerful, calm, and unshakable. Subscribe to this channel and keep learning how to strengthen your mind, control your emotions, and build a life of true confidence and respect. Remember, silence is not just a habit, it is your superpower, and mastering it will transform everything around you.